Hey, I like that music.
Yeah, jazzy tune.
Yeah, jazz it up.
That's
Love
great.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the music for?
Well, welcome to Courageous Living
Yeah,
Today.
I love it.
I'm Wilson,
I'm Julie.
and we take our cue from Joshua chapter 1 and verse 9. Be strong and courageous.
Courageous.
Do not be afraid, for the Lord your God is with you. We're going to talk today about dreams.
Dreams.
Do you ever dream?
I love to dream.
Do you dream? You dream of me, right? Romantic.
Well, sure, honey. If you want to believe that today, that's fun. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do dream. I love to dream. I love to dream. So what?
Well, we're going to talk about, you talk sometimes about the joy in the journey.
Finding joy in the journey.
Finding joy in the journey. And I wrote about this morning. I got up at 3 o'clock. I couldn't sleep. So I wrote about this morning. I said, do you live in the pursuit of happiness, or do you live in the happiness of the pursuit? And I think that says the same thing you say about the joy in the journey, finding the joy in the journey.
Yeah, I think some of it depends on what the pursuit is, because sometimes when you pursue, there's not much joy there. So you got to figure out if this is what you really want to do.
Right. So let's talk about dreams.
Okay, let's do that.
I've got seven things.
7? You mean
7.
there's 7 ways to dream?
Well, there's 7 things that we can
Wilson,
share people.
Only you would have 7 points about dreaming. If you know him at all, you know that there are always points.
Yeah.
7.
7.
Okay, so let's see. Let's see what
sounds
your 7.
biblical, right?
Sure.
7. Okay.
Sure.
So, and here's the message I want to get across, and that is, it's so easy for people to settle in their life. We
That's
settle
very
for
true.
other people's dreams,
Very true.
or we fall into the rut of how we think other people believe we should live our lives, and
Right.
so we never break out of that. We never break out of that rut.
I know. And when you get stuck in a rut, and the longer you stay in it, the deeper the rut gets.
That's right.
And so it's harder to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what should we do?
Well, let's talk about the seven things about dreaming. That's,
Okay.
And give people something to hold on to, and a dream is a picture that you have of the future that energizes your mind and leads you to action.
Okay.
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 And so, number 1, I wrote down this: for dreams to be real,
Okay.
and that's what we're talking about. Real.
Real.
They have to be matched to your abilities,
My abilities.
your opportunities,
My opportunities.
and your passion.
My passion.
It's the passion that gives you the energy to fulfill your dream. Because if you don't have those 3 ingredients, you really don't have a dream. You have a pipe dream,
a pipe dream. What's a pipe dream?
but it's not real. For example, I may dream to be I want to be a Major League Baseball player. That's my dream. Well, I don't think that's rooted in reality.
Probably not.
Yeah. So there goes my dream. You're going to shoot down my dream.
I just did, yes. It's gone. Sorry.
I'm thinking about the movie. How old was the guy in the movie Rookie?
Well, he wasn't your age.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
so much for that. So much for that.
You always need somebody
dream.
to help you, check it out
What
with
was it?
reality.
Walt Disney had the famous quote: "If you dream it, you can do it."
Yeah,
And that's one of those quotes that
well,
sounds good, and
That's a Disney
maybe it worked for Walt
thing.
Disney.
Yeah, it has.
But dreams have to be more than just pipe dreams. They have to be rooted in some kind of reality.
Yeah, I understand that.
So abilities, you got to have some measure of ability.
Right?
Okay, you have to have opportunity.
Right. Well, wait. Hey, here's something to think about. Maybe you need to pray for your opportunity.
That's true.
Sometimes people just want opportunity dumped in their lap without making the effort to even think about a dream. So my thought is, if you want to pursue a dream that's reasonable, then maybe you ought to pray for the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it might not happen.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, number 2. Others will discourage your dreams.
Really?
Others will discourage your dreams.
Why is that?
Well, I don't know. It's like they live in a rut, and if you don't live in their same rut, then I don't know if they see that as a threat or you're kind of knocking them out of their comfort zone by your dreams. So, but people will discourage you from dreaming.
Yes. And well, here's something to think about too, is we allow that to happen.
Sure.
Because we are, as a human being, very needy for approval.
Oh, yeah.
And if people are not approving right away, then we automatically decide, well, that's not what I need to do, because these people around me say, no.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal.
Yeah. Anybody ever discourage you with your dreams?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And what did you do to move past that?
Well, okay. Sometimes I have to come back to it because I realize that maybe this isn't the time to talk about it. I don't put it away out of my mind. I just shelve it for a little bit. But then there's other times when I realize I have to go ahead and do it. And because I am so passionate about it, that I have to go ahead and do it and just hope others will follow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Well, you have to be true to your heart.
You do. Oh boy, you got to be true to yourself.
You got to be true to heart. Okay. Number 3.
Yes.
Some people get discouraged from past failures, and so they just kind of throw up their hands and give up with kind of a mindset that says, I'll never do that again. It's just not worth the price. Failure is just, I'm afraid.
I get that, because past failures define people a lot of the time, and it's hard to overcome failures, especially depending on the kind of failure it was, depending on who was involved in the failure, depending on your season of life during the failure. So all those things can contribute to your not believing in yourself. And so any hint of maybe you'll fail sends you back to your past and you just give up.
Well, failure also is the price that we pay for success. I mean,
absolutely.
One of the great teachers of life is having to go through something and failing, and then deciding, okay, what worked, what didn't work, what can I do better next time?
Exactly.
But a toddler, when he or she begins to walk, think how many times they fail. Think how many times they fall. Think how many times they've, got the bump on the head or cry.
Yeah, and what do we do as parents? Come on, get back up. Let's keep going.
Yep.
But you know what? As we get older and nobody's back there saying, "Come on, let's get up. Let's keep going," we tend to just.
Well, we do the opposite. I told you so.
Yeah.
I told you you wouldn't make it. I told you you were going to fall.
I told you you would fall. Forget this.
Yeah. And we
don't do that.
We start believing it.
Yeah.
How about this one? Number 4, mediocrity kills dreams.
Is that the Eeyore syndrome?
Could be.
Oh, it's another day. I don't know if I can do it.
Yes.
Mediocre. Oh my goodness.
Average.
Average.
Yep.
I don't like average.
Yeah. People have a mindset of
that.
just settle for average, whatever,
No.
and whatever is the word.
Here's the thing. You are not average because
No.
God doesn't make average.
No, he made you one of a kind. There's nobody like you.
Yes, what is that? He doesn't make junk. So, you're not average. You're not just whatever. You are a creation. You're wonderfully made. So, believe that about yourself.
Yeah. Don't settle. Don't settle for settling. Don't settle for average. Because mediocrity, average kills dreams. It just does.
It does. It kills your spirit. It kills what you believe about yourself. So do not settle for mediocrity. Don't settle for it.
Number 5.
To
dream successfully, you have to get specific. You got to get specific. For example, if a person has a general dream that says, "Oh, I need to lose weight," okay, that's pretty general. Okay,
It is.
Or I need to get out of debt. Okay, that's pretty general. But what are the specific steps that you're going to take? What plan of action are you going to put in place to make the dream become a reality? If you need to lose weight, okay, I'm gonna take 10,000 steps today. I'm gonna walk 3 times a week. If it's to get out of debt, I'm going to start with the small debts first, and little by little, I'm going to snowball this thing.
Okay.
But to dream successfully, you got to get specific. Too many people dream so broadly they never accomplish anything.
Well, I think that's where you don't get past the fourth stage, because you'll never be successful with number 5 if you haven't resolved number 4. Because if you're satisfied with mediocre, then you'll just make a blanket statement, a broad brush statement, and never get past it because you're okay with Eeyore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People,
I like that.
people say to me sometimes, well, I want to write a book. How do you write a book? Well, you only write a book one line at a time.
Yeah, you do.
And you have to plan for that. You have to figure out what it is that works for you. And it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of dedication, takes some specifics
It
of
does.
how am I going to accomplish this goal? How am I going to fulfill this dream?
Right, right. And the other thing I think that we have to understand is that anything that you're going to do is going to require a lot of hard work. And it's going to require you to be okay with yourself. And it's going to require that you love yourself.
Yeah. What does that mean, to love yourself? Because some people hear that and automatically kind of red flag. What do you mean by that?
Well, okay, so here's what I believe. If God gave me this gift of life and sent me here, then I'm going to take care of this. And so many times people think that self-care is selfish, and that is so far from the truth. That it's been just like beat in our heads that the only way you're worthy is if you're constantly serving someone else, and you have to be the doormat for everybody. That is not true. That is a lie that so many people have believed. Do not believe that. So take care of yourself in order to fulfill a dream. Because if you're going to have a dream, then you have to be healthy in mind and healthy in physical, emotional. And so to do that, you have to keep nurturing yourself, because the saying goes, you cannot pour from an empty cup. And so many of our cups are empty and stained, and we can't get it out, and we get discouraged. So start encouraging yourself before you can ever start encouraging someone else.
Right. It's hard to love somebody else if you don't love yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Number 6.
Okay.
I think this is the big one.
It's the big one?
Of all of them, this one
Makes me think of that old show, this is the big one. What was their name? Oh, Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
Oh, that aged me, didn't it?
Number 6.
Yes.
Does my dream benefit other people?
Is it supposed to?
I think it should.
Okay, well, how does it look like that?
Whatever you dream needs to have some kind of benefit. Not only for self, but a lot of the self benefit should come from how is this going to help other people?
Okay.
Somebody said one time, it's easy to make a buck. It's hard to make a difference.
Oh, boy.
So how is this dream going to make a difference for somebody else?
Okay. So, in other words, if your dream is to have a house for the summer and a house for the winter, or a yacht, or a materialistic in some way, is that really a dream, or is that just a self-fulfillment?
Yeah, probably a self-fulfillment, unless you... I'm not so sure about the yacht, but I mean...
Well, let me rethink this.
I'm gonna here, honey, here. Check out this new canoe.
Yeah, check out. Yeah, and you can go in it too.
But when God blesses us
Yeah.
in different ways, then we use our blessings and we use those opportunities to better others, to serve them.
Okay.
Jesus said it's more blessed to give than to receive. And I think sometimes we sell ourselves short in that we don't take advantage of the opportunities he gives us to do that.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with having things.
Oh, no.
But what are the things for?
Yeah.
And how can you serve with those things? So if the things are only about making you feel better, then that's where you got to do a reality check as to what's the purpose. What am I doing this for?
Do you have things, or do the things have you?
Oh,
Big difference.
That's a big difference.
Big
Oh,
E.
yeah, that's one
Big
to
E.
think about.
Number 7, and I
Okay.
mean no offense to this. No offense to this. Number 7.
Great.
You're
No
never
offense.
you're never too old to dream.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
I mean, you're never too old to dream.
That's right. Yeah, you notice I said no offense to me. Did you know we are the same age? Okay. All right. So I think this is about because I'm back in college, and okay,
Aren't you a little old to go to school?
well, might be, but you know, age. I have decided I love this season of life.
Yeah.
I really do. Would I want to go back to my 30s and 40s? So I'm really enjoying this season. But in this, I've been able to go back to school. I'm going to accomplish some things
Yeah.
because I want to help some others,
There
which
you
in
go.
turn has helped myself as well.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes we allow age to become our excuse.
Oh,
And
yeah, we do.
and you know, because I can't do everything I used to be able to do with the energy I
Yeah.
used to have. Maybe I don't have that anymore as much.
Yeah.
But sometimes the life experience and the hopefully knowledge is translated over into a little wisdom can kind of make up for that. You know, they say there's two kinds of people: realists and dreamers. So in our relationship,
So who are you?
in our relationship, it's pretty clear.
Yeah.
The realist and the dreamer. Who would
Yeah.
you say? Who would you say?
I am the realist dreamer.
No, you're not. No. You're the dreamer. You're the dreamer.
Yes.
And I'm the realist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because opposites attract. So you're the
Okay,
realist.
okay,
I mean,
fine.
you're the dreamer, and I'm the realist. And so somehow we got to kind of mesh.
We do.
The two.
We do have to mesh. And so here's what and so for those of you who are dreamers, I just love you. But let me tell you this. It's okay for you to do all of this. It's what you have to do is learn when to present, how to present, and not be offended if it doesn't go over real big the first time. So you just
Are you speaking from experience?
so you so you might want to just revisit it another time.
Somebody said one time, realists know where they're going, but the dreamers have already been there.
Yes, that is so true. I have been to all of my dream places, you know, and then he hopped on. I was like, isn't this great?
Yeah, this is great. I'm glad I had this idea.
Yeah, and then you steal my dream. Yeah, I know you. Oh my word.
Well, this has been good.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, 7 things to think about dreaming, and don't settle for average. Don't settle for mediocrity.
Because you're not average. Remember that.
No,
You're not average.
Dream big.
Yes.
Dream in accordance with the opportunities God presents for
Yes.
you, and hey, life is too short to not dream.
Yes.
And so we really appreciate you listening, and on the YouTube, hit subscribe. If you'll do that, that'll help us.
Oh, I like
because
it.
we want to continue to bring more messages, and we're going to do this on a regular basis. We're excited about this. We
Yes.
want you to be excited about this
Are.
because you only have one life,
Yeah.
and it's pretty short here on Earth, and
And-
so make the most of
Yeah,
it.
live it courageously. Thanks,
Yep.
guys. Hope to see you
ya.
again.
Yep. Goodbye.